Hello. Thank you for watching Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses. Where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week.
Hello, I'm Tony from Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast. And of course, you know I'm the host and I have guests.
Q the alchemist.
Nisha.
All right. So today, this is episode 16. And we're going to be talking about know the difference between when to stay or walk away from relationships or either friendships. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by asking my guests some questions. So the first one would basically be, what are the key indicators that a relationship or friendship is healthy and worth maintaining? All right, Ma.
If both friendship and relationship, if both can no relationship will be perfect or friendship, but if both of them can at the end of the day come to like talk about it and understand it and an agreement, even if it's agree to disagree, and you guys are like, okay, we're not gonna see eye to eye, but it's okay and we can still be friends, or we can still, you know, like we're not gonna get divorced, we're not gonna like separate, like you understand where I'm coming from.
Like I ain't divorcing my friend. Okay, you divorced. No, I'm just like no, but go ahead.
But yeah, that's to me understanding each other and
okay. What about you, Q?
Oh, when it's less draining, you know, when you got to take out too much of the energy to put into something, and to where y'all can meet on the balance level, you know what I'm saying, when you can understand each other and you know how, you know, to agree to disagree, like Maya was talking about, just learn how to come back together and not say the wrong things or the things that you regret in a friendship or in a relationship when it comes to the times you get upset or get mad. So just learn how to put it back together.
And whenever you do say those things that because we're not human, we're all human, and if we do say something that is offensive, be, you know, a grown adult and say, hey, I didn't mean it like that, or hey, I didn't say it like that. Like apologize. Go back and like talk about it.
Right. Being mindful of the person's feelings.
Yes,
basically, you know, so don't say no hurtful things to degrade a person or to tear them down, you know. Right. It's my spiel.
But you know, sometimes you can come off and talk and seem like you might be being harsh, but it could be like the way that you talk, because some women have a lot of masculinity in them, so therefore they're going to
they do.
And that's what I get to, like my tone is like,
but I'm trying not to. I try to tone it down, but
it's
you know,
less stern, but it's passion behind it, you know,
right?
Because I want you to get
when
it.
You passionate, you
So
more
aggressive.
More
aggressive.
Oh, like to piggyback what everybody said too, communication, and if they're not ready to talk right then and there, just give them a few moments to get their thoughts together, but still have that conversation on, you know, what we can do and improve, instead of just bickering and not talking about it at all, and just say, you know what, you're fired. I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
You're fired.
But see,
you're not firing them too.
And to add on to that, you know, when it comes to friendships or relationships, like everybody was trying to find an exit. Or a reason to exit, and not really just trying to just, you know, work on it, you know, because everything requires work, man. It all requires work. Yeah. So
they trying to be a runner, you know. You can't always run every time it gets tough and it's hard. Sometimes you got to toughen it out and stick through and talk. You know, it's all about communication. I feel like communication is the key to a successful relationship, friendship, anything. If you communicate, and a lot of us, we don't know how to communicate. We don't know how to talk. So that's why a lot of times, instead of us communicating and talking, we just run.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
and
so
then, you know, quick to find a replacement, and then next thing you know, they were worse than what you started out with.
Well, wait a minute, you don't even need to worry about no replacement. You need to work on their
them.
self-love.
No, them.
No, I understand, but I'm saying they need to work on their self-love.
That's where codependency
and then jump into that next relationship once they, you know, done, you know, loving themselves and healing. Because it's all about healing. That's what's wrong with people. They try to jump out of one relationship into another relationship, or out of one situation into another situation.
See, that's codependency.
And
the thing about it,
like they gotta keep somebody at all times, like you by themselves.
Those things be the catalyst to help you grow to back and force you back into loving yourself or falling in love or growing in love with yourself. So you have to go through that dark night of yourself and to understand that part. Then you can get with somebody, because you can't just jump with somebody, because you go bleed all over that person.
Well, not even that. You're gonna attract the same thing that you just left from.
That part you can too. Yeah. And then if you're not done healing, then you're gonna bring what was causing problems in your past relationship or situationship, you know, into this new one, as well as friendships too. So
Right.
And it's also good to understand when people, like you said, like you need to heal. People to be understanding, man. If you're with the relationship, like, hey, I need to heal from something. Give me some space. Or with my friend, hey, I need to heal through something. It doesn't mean that we're like no longer good and we're not like, you know what I'm saying. But I need to heal in order so I can be the best version of a wife, a friend, of a sister, whoever it is. Like we need to heal, and then for friends also, you know.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
And not just wait till Sunday or Monday and say, hey, you good now? No, it takes time. You know.
It's like about 1, 2, 3 weeks. Are you good? I'm going to talk to you in 1 to 3 weeks. No, I'm just playing.
Can we get a time
that's a little bit too long.
Right? So how do you separate between normal relationship challenges and signs that the relationship is fundamentally flawed? So that'll make you go, No, but seriously, how do you separate between normal relationship challenges and signs that the relationship is fundamentally flawed? Ooh. Like, say, basically, for instance, if you're having, problems and things, how do you know, like, whether or not, it's...
If it's just a challenge or if it's something that's, like, completely done with?
Right.
Like, how do you determine the two?
Ooh-wee.
Right.
I like that one.
Because this is dealing with the relationship part. We'll get to the friendships in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, this is relationship part. Like the draining. I'm always doing more and more and more, and you're not even doing less, but you expect more, but you're not, not maintaining the equal balance in the relationship. Yeah. Or, that is a good question.
Well, it's like if you're pouring more into it than what you're getting poured back into.
Right.
Yeah.
If I keep having to pour into you more and more, but I don't feel like I'm getting the same thing in return, then that to me is a flaw.
And distance.
Well, if it's not being reciprocated, it's like you're pouring into a cracked cup. And also the cycle. When it continues as a cycle and it doesn't grow and the person apologizes and it's the same continuous thing and it never changes, it's go back to the same thing, it's flawed. Straight up, it's flawed. Because the thing about it, apology can't fix everything.
Yeah, especially if you apologizing all the time. It's going to come a point in time where the apology... Nah, I don't know if it's real.
Right, because it don't be genuine no more. Because every time,
right, because you keep saying like the little boy that cried wolf. He cried wolf so many times to where what? Right. When it really was a wolf, nobody believed him.
Right. So when the cycle continue, after you cover it up with apology, then you be like, well, okay, you sit back and like, okay, you want to see what color the wall will turn this time, or see what color it's going to be. You know what it's going to be this time, because you just showed me this, so now I got to sit back and see, okay, well, let me see what the cycle going to be, or what if it's going to turn, or if she going to, whatever. So you got to pay attention to those things. You got to pay attention to the reciprocations of the energy, the cycle, all that. You got to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Be open-minded about the whole situation.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I would say when it comes to that, I would say between a normal relationship versus one that's kind of like having problems or flawed, I would say pay attention to the red flags and the signs. If you can't pay attention to those, then that's all on you. But if you pay attention to it, then you'll know when it's time to just say deuces.
And if you don't know what the red flags are, because people are oblivious.
Get on TikTok and Instagram. They'll
search what are red flags. Yeah. You don't know because people are oblivious to that, and they think that this is okay. And no, it's not okay.
No, it's not.
You need to put a stop to it.
But they got this thing to where they wear the mask real well.
Oh, yeah. The representative.
They wear real well, like they got it all together. But at the same time, that mask got to slip off.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say. They're going to have some flaws. So you be like, hold on, wait a minute. But sometimes people let their heart get in the way. Yeah. And once they start loving a person, they look past all those red flags and all those flaws. And they're like, oh, no, he's okay. You just hating because you ain't with somebody. And in reality, we're really not hating. We see it way clear, but you can't see it because you're in love. So you're blind. Yeah. Love is blind. Yeah. And you're blinded by the love.
Right.
You got you blinded. You really thinking he love you, but he playing you.
And then you'll be on that YouTube. I didn't know who I married. The red flags were there, Julie.
Sleeping with the enemy, huh?
Oh, that
part. It's crazy, man.
Okay. So, how do you assess the impact of a relationship on your mental and emotional health?
How do I process it?
Yes. How do you assess the impact of your relationship on your mental and emotional health? Like, just How would you deal with, the relationship on your emotional?
Alcohol.
No.
That's how some people handle it. But no, you don't
I know.
You might get with your girlfriends and y'all have a drink and talk about everything you're going on in life. So yeah, I guess that is one way some people handle it.
I separate myself.
Well, for me,
I shut down.
For me, it's I back away from everything and I shut down from the world and I just go into meditation. Or I go step out in nature. I go walk around the grass and ground myself and regain my energy back from all the energy that I put out. And especially it became a mentally battle within myself to like, well, man, I keep depleting my energy dealing with this person, and I'm like, well, I'm not getting filled back up, so I have to do something to get back to me. I have to get back on my block.
You kind of have to go like this, and it's just be like you.
Tunnel vision.
Yes.
And then you get back to feeling better, and then it's kind of like, okay, what was the problem again? Now I'm good. What
we can sit down, communicate, and talk, because I don't cool
down.
I'm
good. Yes, now I'm good. What was the problem? Let's talk about it.
Right.
Okay. So how can you tell if conflicts in a relationship are resolvable or indicative of deeper incapabilities?
If they're not able to understand or decipher that there is a problem, or like they can't understand where you're coming from.
Or maybe they might take a counseling class and then they realize, we done went through counseling, honey, and we tried to do everything we could to work it out, so maybe it really is a problem.
That's
so
one-sided.
Well, being accountable for your actions.
That too.
Being accountable for what you say and what comes out your mouth and the energy that comes behind the words. So you have to be accountable, and we all have to be accountable. So it's just being accountable for, your part that you played in the conflict. And also getting the things to fathom around your brain to be like, well, okay, I messed this up. Let me go ahead and just get this right, and let me just, be the bigger person and say, look, I messed up, and being accountable for it. Really, it's accountability.
Yeah,
and actually saying the words. I know a lot of people like to do things like, I know it's important for some people to say actions speak louder than words.
There you go, because I was about to say, that's my favorite word.
They do, but at the same time, it's also nice to hear it from like a spouse or from a, your significant other to be like, hey, what I did was wrong. I apologize for that. I'm going to fix it, and you'll see how I'm going to fix it.
And we're going to fix it by showing them actions.
Right.
Because we can tell you a lot, but them actions, what I'm saying?
So it's the actions after the reaction.
Yes. There you go. The actions after the reactions.
And how long you keep it up, too, because some
that
of them
part,
keep it up
be
briefly,
temporary.
And then they'll go buy you something, they do something else wrong.
See, money can't
buy
buy
it. Okay.
Money.
I'll do something wrong in the relationship. I'm going to get a Birkin purse. She'll be all right.
Right.
We'll get a pair of the latest J's.
Right. Tell her go on a trip.
Red bottom heels or something. Go get her Benz or something. This should be good.
I might take that Benz in a minute.
See, that's the thing when they get
G-Wagon.
That part. Or Maybach. Okay. Now, what you say, honey? We good now.
But see, money get mixed up with tangible assets of your energy that you're being reciprocated, because your energy is like currency, and we have to protect it. So basically, it's our energy is like money. So,
but I think like why some women and men deal with certain situations when it does get rough and they're being tried or tested, it's because they think, well, dang, I invested so much time into this relationship and stuff, so why would I go out and meet another person? Because they might turn around and do the same thing. I might as well just stay in and deal and stick with this one because I've invested so much of my time and that's all I know, and I don't feel like getting to know someone else because now it's so much harder dating men or women.
You know
or
what? They got a lot of people that don't believe in that. It's harder to step out and just and thinking the grass is green on the other side and thinking everything is all right. It really don't be. It be one thing, you can feel a spot green. That you can't replace. You can't replace it. No fact. So the thing is that people don't understand what they have in front of them because their eyes so wide shut up on the things that they got, and they got people spitting venom in their ears saying this or saying that or whatever, speaking clean up out what they have. Right. And they have people jealous of them the whole time. Get there, be their friend, and talk them out of everything, and then after it's over with, they vanish. They gone. Where they
ain't
at?
No vanish gone. They might be with them.
Yeah.
But I got you out the picture so they can have them.
Right. So it's you gotta really be mindful out here, man. You gotta really be careful.
Who you sharing your problems with about your man who you going through, because they could be sitting here like, oh girl, you need to leave and let him go. The whole time behind, baby, we working on it. We trying to get rid of them so we can be together. Man, I be seeing that stuff in real life.
And then,
like, share that.
And then here come the first 48.
Then they come back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friend. You know I liked him too, but I'm so sorry.
I was vulnerable,
friend.
Or you should have told me it wasn't what you thought it was. So
Couldn't be me.
I just want to get a taste, and it wasn't.
Just imagine that friend come and say, "Oh yeah, you know the guy you was messing around with. Me and him went out to eat. Oh, if you watch a Hey Girl." So yeah, you know,
true facts.
I mean, it's real life, real talk. You know?
It's tough out here, man. God, man, I'm telling you.
Let me stop being petty.
That's why the good women in the house.
No, it's real. It's real.
It
It's real. It's real. Because you know what? That's why with me, I kind of just stay away from a lot, man. Because they got good men and good women out here.
They do.
Trust me.
They honestly do.
And
they just camouflage because they just can't handle all this BS and stuff that's going on. So we introverts. We in the house.
We in the house.
But we about to be back outside this summer.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I was gonna
indeed.
say something.
We about to be back outside all 2024.
I was gonna say something.
No, go ahead and say it.
Nah.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Go ahead, Q.
We want to hear it.
We want to hear it.
Go spit some venom.
Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good.
You good? You ain't gonna be.
I'm gonna be out this summer, but
you better
I'm gonna be out this summer, but it's gonna be a new, different type of version of the greatness of me.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, we'll give you
all summer 2024.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
gonna be outside this summer?
Shirtless summer this summer.
No.
I already got my 2-piece.
Yeah.
She said,
New.
my 2-piece.
Girl, I don't know if I want to put my 2-piece on.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to.
No, yes, you do.
It might be too much problems. I'm gonna leave that for the 20-year-old and 30-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I gotta
What
get.
you trying to say?
I gotta get at least 5 days in.
20 and 30 years old.
Because I'm not gonna put no 2-piece on this summer. I'm chill. I'll be sitting on the sideline while y'all be in the pool. I'll be chilling.
Okay, all right, Scouter.
I'm gonna go ahead and
need
drag
some-
her butt up in there.
We need some boosters.
I could dig that.
All right, y'all. Okay, so how important is open and honest communication in deciding whether to stay or leave a relationship?
Oh, it's very important. It's oh my god. It's once you stop seeing you don't have to always see eye to eye on things, but if you can't understand where the person is coming from, that's it. It's a wrap. It's like we have no communication. Without communication, there is no relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's one of those things that conversation rules the nation. So you have to be able to come together and to talk about anything that when it comes to that perspective, because how you gonna get the understanding of the relationship? So you have to communicate. Conversing on a platonic intellectual level to understand why these things, why I fell out, what's going on. If you're too mad, write down a piece of paper. Look, you give me switch your paper, I switch my paper, and we read. We have to put it together, man. But hey, you make it hard.
The people do make like people are
you make it hard.
They make not make it hard. I'm sorry, I'm taking your word. But like people conversate different. So like let's say for example, communicate different. Like they might not be good talking face to face because either their anger might get overwhelming or maybe they might speak. So some people, what I've learned works for me is we just text each other.
and you know what? And that's crazy because see,
so electronically.
Instead of writing it out.
On the intellectual level, I want to be in the flesh. I really want to feel your energy. I want to see what you look like. I want to see what you feel like. Instead of because see, I want to get to the. I want to solve the problem. I want to get it done because I'm not going to bed mad. I don't want to hear about the next day, the next week. No, we gonna resolve it right now. We gonna sit down. We gonna talk about it.
If it's a big problem, yes.
Are you on
something
Friday?
small, like you didn't take out the trash. I'm just gonna text you. You didn't take out the trash. And that really bothered me, and I'm gonna need you to do better. Okay?
I'll just stick it by the door. I'm like, you got a job before you leave, and just leave.
That's too much.
But I'll just push it by the door.
Well, see, everybody's different.
I like to communicate and talk it out. I want to see your eyes. I want to look into your eyes because that tells me a lot. When I'm communicating, like if we have problems in the relationship and stuff like that, we finna sit down and talk about it. No, we not finna wait. We finna do it now.
Right. Yeah. See, and I have this list written in my head. So my job is not going to go undone. I know when I punch off my work clock, I still have work to do at home or whatever like that. So I still keep everything in mind to understand that my job as a man is never done until I go to sleep. So I just keep those things in inventory in mind to understand
you might get waking up. I'm trying to tell you.
Because like every man is wired differently. I know how I'm wired, so I just I'm on it, you know, and it's like I'm my own drill sergeant, so you're not gonna catch me slacking. Like that's just hard on myself. I'm just hard on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 20.
Look, we was thinking the same. We thinking somebody it's done when he go to sleep. Shit,
No, it
you
ain't.
don't know women mind.
Are you
Did
asleep?
you hear that?
Oh, okay.
I need you to go over there. Nope, you haven't clocked out. Come on. Get out of the bed.
See, I wasn't ready for that one. I was ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that one.
I know,
Pull, like,
right?
pull out the moo-moo.
All right.
I was ready for
All
that
right.
one.
What are some red flags in communication that might suggest it's time to walk away? Come on now. Hit me with them red flags.
Snoring.
Me, definitely no communication. You're not coming home. You're not, you're just distant. You're dry. People just start thinking, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm out. Like, I need to reevaluate the whole situation. And if, I don't know, just my intuition tells me everything. So for me, it's a little bit easier. I'm just like, I just got to look at you. Okay, that's what you did?
And you can see straight through them, like glass, you know. So it's mainly me is the energy you're putting behind it, and also that when you get silent, you don't want to talk, and the disrespect. I'm like, I'm good, I'm good.
Right.
We could talk about this another time. Though we can't talk. We don't even need to be even just conversing or even be in each other's energy, because the simple fact is I'm wasting time. It's like pouring into the cracked cup. Right. There's no reciprocation back of the energy, so it's like the infinity sign. We have to feed one another in that way. That energy got to be reciprocated in that way, in that form. If it's not, it's useless. It's pointless.
But I have learned though that there's different kind of energy though.
Right.
It might not be the energy like everybody thinks it's beautiful. Like let's change, exchange, and let's go ahead and no. It's like the energy that they might give you. You might not need want to hear it, but you need to hear it, and vice versa. Right. And then like that, it's like, oh dang, okay, now I understand where you're coming from. I didn't like how you said it, but damn, okay, I get it. I get it.
It helps. It makes you it makes you self-reflect. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to self-reflect instead of deflecting. So you have to just really go within. Most of the answers are within anyway. So go within.
Yeah, I totally agree. What about you, Nisha?
All the above too, and then how you interact with each other. It says a lot too. If it's actually, especially if it's been over. You just say you've been married for over 5 years. You grow and change every few years. And then two, what used to work didn't work last time. So we need to come up with a strategy to see what we can do to communicate and to be on the same level and not just be so distant, whereas you said a dryness or no, just silent treatment. Things
like kind of the roommate.
The roommate situation. Right. Like we're like roommates now. I'm not talking to you, so this is why. Right. And then sometimes too, a vacation or a quick getaway. That'd be nice. That will kind of bring things too.
Yeah.
So,
change the environment.
Yeah. Well, I think some of the red flags in communication that might suggest it's time for me to walk away is if we can't come to a mutual agreement. We're constantly arguing. We're fussing. We're getting into it. We're distant. We're realizing that we're just not meant to be, like we have really actually grown apart and we not gonna make it, You gonna start, getting all nice and fly for the next chick or, you're gonna start communicating with your little work wife and stuff like that, So, at that time, it's probably time for us to probably just decide that we might need to, go our own separate ways because you don't want to be in a relationship and it's not healthy and it's not working and you two are not happy. Right. If you're not on the same page and you're not in agreement of things, then you just best to leave. Because why be in something toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of people that deal with toxic relationships and situationships. I can't do it. If you got the energy to do it, cool. But my energy, I've got to save that.
See,
and
but
I
that's
can't
when you know you're not healed.
Because
people think that trauma is love.
Yeah, they think that if you ain't in a toxic situation, something's wrong. Yeah, and they let you know something wrong with them because they ain't took the time to sit down and heal.
Right, because some of this stuff stems from childhood.
Trauma.
And think that one thing we have to understand, we just can't heal from a relationship. We got to go all the way, go back. Like it took me to go grab that little boy out the dark and to walk hand in hand with my adult self right now and to walk him into the light and to understand that was the best healing ever. Right. The best healing ever, man. And I found greatness. I love it. I love where I'm at right now.
Okay. Well, how do mismatched values and life goals affect the longevity and quality of a relationship?
You'll never get ahead. Well, for one, then not only that, it's just that you two have grown apart for so long, and it's like, even if you try, we both not gonna be on that same journey. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, I'm pulling you or you tugging me, and we just going back and forth.
Two separate directions.
Right. And the next thing you know, you're like, you know what? I give up. I quit. Mm-hmm. And then that's when unresolved issues don't get resolved in your next relationship, because you're still not healed, and you're still carrying something that you didn't close that chapter in. And then it goes back to childhood trauma, because my parents or somebody in their family's parents couldn't get it together in their situation. This is the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So see, it's like that thing. You outgrow. If you can't grow with me, you can't go with me.
Right.
You know? So you have to. It have to be a balance. Mm-hmm. You have to find that balance. You have to communicate for that balance. Because if it's not a balance, it's gonna be off. You know, and that's one thing. Understanding when it comes to a relationship, to even keep the dynamic flowing, you got to find a balance. You got to find that. You know, the way to conversate and talk to each other the right way, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. Am I?
Me, I guess it's a little bit hard for me to connect with that question, because I am in a relationship, I am married, and my husband doesn't fully believe like on everything that I do, but he respects it. So to me, that's good enough for me, as long as he respects what I do, and I respect what he believes in, and he respects what I believe in, but we're not putting each other down about it. I'm okay with it.
You know, that's kind of hard to find, man.
It is.
It took us a while to get there.
That's why, you know, I'm still single. You know, I didn't find nobody to understand my walk, my journey, and what I'm doing when it comes to spirituality. You know, it's, you know, sometimes it's hard. That's why I was asking Tony. I said, man, do they have a dating app for spiritual people?
But you know, we got that spiritual. You speed dating. Annual too supposed to be coming up.
Look, light bulb.
That's like,
you need to go ahead and get that app together.
I know, right? I got the perfect building for it now. All right, so we're gonna jump on the friendship part. What role does trust play in maintaining a friendship, and how do breaches of trust affect your decision?
See, when it comes to friendship, you have to be honest. For one, being able to be that friend to be like, hey, man, look, I love you this much. I'm going to tell you about yourself in front of your face. You know, and to let you know, like, hey, man, you messing up. So I would rather that type of friend, or to be around those type of people to let me know that, you know, I wouldn't be, you know, self-sabotaging myself. So if I don't have that type of friend, you're really not a friend to me if you just help me sabotage myself, or help me go down a journey or a road that is going to lead to destruction. So
if they doing that, that's because they're not your true friend. They're trying to watch you go down.
Yeah.
They don't want you to get ahead.
Right.
Because they don't want you to get way more ahead of them.
Right.
Because if you do that, then we not friends.
Right.
And they're mine.
Right.
But yeah.
Friends help friends out.
Yeah.
That's the way that
Supposedly, but this new
no,
world
good
of
or
friendship,
bad. Good or bad.
I don't even know what is friends of these. Some of the folks that's out here in the world, like they say, "Oh yeah, we friends," but then you turn around and you do this and you do that, and you know, like what?
See,
friends
those
don't do things like that. They don't know the definition of the true meaning of being a friend. They feel like just because you got Facebook friends, Instagram friends,
them ain't friends.
The friends, them just some acquaintance associates that you don't even know half the time. You just, you know, they subscribed and you like you following each other.
That's
like,
talk tos and mess with.
They're putting that social media into reality.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. Because I don't own a donkey, you know.
She say about a donkey.
She said she
It
don't
came
own a
across
donkey.
my feed and I said, "You own a donkey? Get out here."
Nisha.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, like what role does trust play in maintaining a friendship, and how the breaches of trust affect your decision? I feel like this. I'm a forgiving friend. Like, you can cross me once, you can cross me twice, you can probably cross me 3, but after the 3rd time, I'm done. Because it's like this: 3 strikes and you out. I done gave you 3 strikes and it's out.
Like
so if you keep on messing up and I'm forgiving you and you're apologizing and I'm accepting it, get it together or you about to miss out. And I'm going to tell you like this: don't try to come back and be like, "Oh yeah, what's up, friend? Remember me?" Look, I had to take some time off. I'm back because I'm going to be looking at you like, "Who is you?" Oh, girl, I don't even know you by now. But yeah, so, you just got to make sure that you have the right people around that are your friends and actually know what the meaning and definition of friendship. Because a lot of people will call you friends when in reality you're really their foe, you're their enemy, and you're someone that they're trying to use and manipulate and get their way with. So just have to be careful.
Well, our old school always told me, my dad always told me, an old friend is a for sure friend, a new friend ain't a true friend.
I'm trying to tell you because I got this shirt where it says no new friends. No, it says I make money, not friends. And I know this man had saw me with it on. He said, dang, that's me. I said, no, it's not. It's the truth. Because what I've learned is those old past friends I had, those were some friends. Some of them, not all. Some of them, But it's like the new ones that we're starting to come across and meet, you got to wonder and keep an eye or at least one eye open on stuff because you don't really know if they are around you for the right intentions and stuff. Man. And so it's kind of like, I'd rather focus on my money than be worried about having a friend. I'm not one of them type of people where I'm needy, where I need and gotta have friends. Friends ain't gonna make or break me. I'd rather focus on my career and get to that check. I
don't do friendly bobbing.
Or the ones that want to imitate you, do the things that you do.
Right,
from
like,
hair,
oh my
makeup,
gosh,
and nails.
I like what you're doing. Like, I admire that. I want to do that too.
Right.
Like, really, what if you would have not met me? Would you still be, impressed and admired and want to do what I do? Or would you be on somebody else's coattail want to do what they're doing? So, yeah, I'm sorry. I just speak facts.
Yeah.
They're out there.
But yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap this up. But what is something that you would like to leave for the audience that are watching or the audience that are listening to this podcast? Because we do have listeners too. Hi, listeners.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Well, I got one thing. You got two ears to listen. You got one mouth to speak. Listen 2 times more than you speak.
Listen 2 times more than you speak. You heard me? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I thought I was going to go last.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I am last? Okay.
I'm really last, but yeah.
Okay, just make sure you always move in silence. Watch them more than they watch you. And then always keep a backup plan just in case something happens the first time around.
Okay, that's what's up. I would say when it just comes to relationships and stuff, just trust your gut intuition, because I know a lot of times we want to trust it, but then we second guess ourselves, and when we second guess ourselves, we be like, damn it, I knew I should have listened, so you should have listened. And then, as far as the friendship part, if you feel like it's something that is dead and over and done with and it's not there anymore, just let it go. Move on. It's better to take care of yourself than be sitting here being in something toxic or something that's not meant for you to be in, dealing with friendship, relationship, whatever. And just move on, because I'm telling you, that peace is everything.
Oh, man.
That peace, is everything. My phone very rarely ring. Let me tell you something. And that's my everything, because I like that peace versus dealing with gossip and drama and stuff. Like, I don't mind my friends calling and telling me about the latest thing going on, but a lot of times I don't really want to be in the mood to hear that, because I hear enough things that's going on with me running my store and business and stuff. So sometimes when I get home, I just want to
out.
Yeah.
Yes, listen to my meditation music and just wind down and chill and relax.
Yeah,
and I'm starting to realize I'm loving that better, because I'm relaxing and getting that me time that I actually need. So
everybody needs me.
You got to treat that peace like currency too.
Tune everything on.
Got to treat that peace like currency, man.
Yeah, but
it's the greatest thing.
But soon my superhero will be with me, so we'll be sharing that together. So with this all being said, like always, leave your feedback down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next episode, bye.
Holla at y'all, man.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it $100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have